Just chasing money without taking care of your mental, physical, and spiritual health is absolute insanity. This is the biggest fault in society today. I've seen this pattern over and over again. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So if you're a person that is just busy, studying, working, getting after money, working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, but you're neglecting your mental, physical, spiritual health, you're in big trouble. Honestly, you're in big trouble. Because everyone's getting caught up in the cost of living. And everyone's neglecting, reading is important, not retaining my seed, not meditating, not grounding. All these habits is completely irrelevant. All I need to do is to go work endlessly, chasing money. But the problem is, it doesn't make you happy, it doesn't make you fulfilled. Don't get me wrong, money is important, it plays a spot, in life. But life is not all just about money. There's different aspects of life. For my self-improvement journey, I've learned that just chasing money doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because there's no purpose, fulfillment behind it. Just chasing money. Let's break it down. So, chasing more endlessly, this is why you suffer from anxiety, stress, depression. You're not happy, you're not fulfilled. You're overweight. You're overweighted. Mentally, physically, spiritually, you are a mess. And you'll go about chasing money. Money's not going to do nothing for you. It's only going to make it worse. You're going to continue to intoxicate yourself. You're not going to exercise. It's going to be exactly the same thing. Because money amplifies of who you are. It doesn't, nothing else. Or it's just an enhancer. That's all it is. That's what a lot of people don't understand. You think you get money, then you just fly in the air. You're also now, you're eating healthy, you're training, you're doing all these things. No, you're not. Based on your consciousness, that's how you live your life. So if your dominant thoughts only money, because to pay bills, to do this, to do that, then you're in big trouble because you're not following the manual of life. That's why the world is suffering right now. A lot of people are suffering more than ever before because people are skipping the manual. Let me give you an example. When you look at nature doesn't skip the manual. It follows accordingly. According to nature, is harmony. The birds being the bird, the trees being the tree, no issues. When you look at animal, what it does? It's sleeping, it's eating right, it's, reproducing. Everything that it's supposed to do is doing it. It's working every aspect of its life. You see, so it's got no issues. Other species that have no issues. But of course, a human being is very complicated. There's a lot of suffering. Everyone wants to skip the foundation and go after money because you've got the illusion that this idea that I got the money, then my mental health is sorted, physical, spiritual. Nah, it doesn't work that way. No. You have to have balance because a true man is rich mentally, physically, and spiritually. If you miss one or the other, you are poor. You're suffering. The devil got you by the chokehold. That's what a lot of people don't tell you. Your friends, your family won't tell you that. That's why society is in big trouble. Nobody says, again, let me repeat again, nobody said that money is not important. Money is very important. But that's why you're able to choose the lifestyle that you want to live, You need the money to survive, to maneuver around the world. It is important. But first and foremost, you have to make sure that your mind, body, and spirit is aligned. And let's break it down. I'm thinking from many years of being a self-improvement journey, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. Mentally, you take care of yourself. You see, your most powerful supercomputer in the world, the most powerful weapon, you take care of it. And how do you do that? By having a peaceful, mental clarity, focus. Feeling good is meditation, beautiful. Peace of mind. Peace of mind. Breath work. In and out, in and out. That gives you mental clarity, focus, energy. Grounding your feet. Have you ever grounded your feet? Grounding your feet in nature without no socks on the grass to detox the body, reduce your stress levels. Have you done that? Have you ever done it? When's the last time you've done it? You see, have you ever done breath work to shoot your sexual energy up to your brain? You haven't done that. This is how you take care of your mental health. Have you ever read a book? Have you ever read a non-fiction book? No, maybe you have read a fiction book, but have you ever read a non-fiction book? I'll wait. You haven't. This is all the tools that you need to take the user manual of life to take care of your mental health. So you can best function at your mental level, the best you can be at your best. Now, when it comes to the physical health, there's a lot of people neglect. How can you have X amount of money, but you're overweight, you're a mess, your face, your teeth, your skin, your hair, your heart, your liver, your kidney is all a mess. But you have money. The money doesn't mean nothing. The money doesn't justify it. You're poor. There's a lot of people that have got a lot of money, multimillionaires, billionaires, but they are a mess. They are following the user manual of life. So you're not being a true essence of a human being. So therefore, you're suffering all the way to the end of time. You see, a man who's it's not fit or strong, it's not a rich man. And there's a quote. It says, "It's a great shame for a man not to push his body what it's capable of." And that's by the Greek philosopher Socrates. And that's true. But we're going to go further. You're busy taking money, but you're just drinking anything and drinking anything. How do you feel? You feel a mess. Anxiety, stress, you're tired, low energy levels, low testosterone. Junk food, processed food. Intoxicating yourself. Watch on dirty side, so you're completely drained. On the opposite, you should be taking care of yourself. Drinking water, herbal teas, smoothies, eating whole foods. That's what you should be consuming. So because whether that you feel your body is to determine how long you're going to live for. And you don't be 50, 60 years old and you're absolutely finished. Your back is hurting, your neck is hurting. Do you want to be like that? You think you're cool for now. Now you're young, you're 21, 22, 23, whatever age you are. You think you're young, your body can take all that bullshit. But when the body gives you a message, so I can't do this no more, it's too much for me. When you reach a certain age, that's when you know what time it is, but it'll be too late, it'll be suffering, it'll be very, very painful. Very, very painful. And you've got such a long way to turn around. You have a mountain to climb. You think about now you're fine. Your body can take all this bullshit for now. But once it's deteriorating, it's very, very sad. So take care of yourself. You're overweight. You're a human being. Your nature is to naturally move. Why are you not exercising? Why? Why is that? Is that when you're that deep to you that you don't physically exercise? You're overweight. You look a mess. You're starting to run down the stairs. You're complaining about your neck, your lower back. All these things. You look in the mirror. You're not proud of what you see. You're angry. You're frustrated. Deep down, your soul is speaking to you. You are a total mess. You are an embarrassment. Shameful. But yet you carry on going. It doesn't make sense. You are designed to move. When a dog and a cat gets up, what does it do? What does it do? It stretches out. It moves around in its nature, following the user manual. So that's why animals and nature have no problems. because they'll follow the user manual. But you, on the other hand, you're not following nothing. You're not following all the user manual. The exercise, whether it's, don't tell me about walking. This can be body weight training. This can be, weight training. This can be playing the sports. You see? That right there, you're burning calories, you're burning fat. But most sports, it's not about the way you look at them necessarily. It's that you show yourself self-love, self-discipline. Self-love, self-discipline. It's important. You value your life. You value your health. That's what it's all about. Now we can move on to the spiritual health. When's the last time you prayed? Are you making improvements in your religion? If you have any. Do you believe there's a higher power? How's your thoughts? Your thoughts is a negative. That you can't do it. You think about all the things that's gonna go wrong. How's the power of your words? Your words, you say, I can't do it, I can't afford it, I'm struggling. All these things, you're defeating yourself. You see? So spiritually, again, you're broken, you can't connect to the higher power. You're struggling. That's why society is a mess. Big time. Because you follow the user manual of life. Once you follow the user manual of life, everything's in line, everything else gets easier. You get money, money loves you, will be attracted to you. You'll be attracted to you because you're mentally, physically, spiritually aligned. That's why it's so important. Once you live according to your nature, then when you call it nature, go ahead and work on that business. Go and get the bag. You have no issues. But when you're not doing that, you're truly suffering. Honestly, you're suffering big time. The more I realize that the importance and the value of following the user manual of life, it's liberation. Everything's in sync. You see, and you're naturally gonna get better. Naturally, what you call it, you'll be so happy, so fulfilled. You're just flowing through life. So my message to you is to start taking care of yourself. Your mental health, physical health, spiritual health, so you're a truly rich person. Don't believe in the hype that you watch all these videos, it's all about go and get the money. And you throw your health in the bin. Your mental, physical, spiritual health in the bin. That's how you're going to choose what suffering is. You see, don't let anyone fool you. That's all about the money. That's why your friends, your family told you, or society told you, go and get out the money, because everyone puts money so much on a higher pedestal, but nobody's talking about the user manual of life. If you don't follow it, you're in big trouble. You're suffering big time. You see? So start all the things, the habits I just mentioned in the video earlier. Follow those habits. Give a powerful schedule every day that you can follow religiously. That continue to evolve and keep growing, expanding. But if you're not doing that, you're dying every day. If you're a person that's only going after money, then you're dying every day. You're not really fulfilled, you're not living a happy life, no chance. All you're doing is suffering. Because you're seeking something outside yourself. And you are the money. If you are rich, the money will come to you, attract it. You manifest it because you are money. But if you don't do that, then no, absolutely not. You're not rich. This might even have more money, you're still poor. Simple as that. So that's all God say. If you got any questions, just comment down below. And push this video to as many people as possible. Share it. Like it, and and don't forget to give me a follow. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you in my next video.